I am speaking with,
Jeremy Langhans from Expedia.
and Jeremy, you are constantly monitoring I guess, the hiring behavior that's going on at Expedia, and you said you were seeing some new, unusual development there. What is it you're seeing?
Yeah, so actually for the first time in 4 years, in all the monitoring I do for job boards, I'm actually seeing a spike in hirings. Year over year comparable, if I take the data and look at what we did from job board postings on Dice last year compared to this year, it's up about 150%.
That's your posting, but you're completing them more than you've ever done before. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, so the number there, the metric there is actual conversion, meaning from a job posting we made a hire directly attributed to Dice as the source. I think there's three things that are happening. There's this dynamic right now around narrowcasting. I feel like Dice is probably a precursor in narrowcasting. Niche job boards in general are that. I think there's more availability in terms of the traffic. More people are actually taking a look at the tool, in my opinion. And then the third thing really is around
The tool, what tool are you referring to there?
Sorry, more people are taking a look at Dice.com for their engineering opportunities. We're seeing it in analytics roles as well, and also just general corporate IT roles. So I think that the narrowcast of it being a tech job board is important, but then I also think that some of the segmentation in there and the way that we're doing the job postings is key as well.
Are you finding it's easier, more difficult, and I'm going to ask one because I got about two, three questions in my head right now. But specifically for the more aggressive type positions like stuff in cloud, stuff in mobile, are you, I'm assuming, hiring in that space, and are you finding you're having an easier or harder time because, I mean, everyone's fighting for that talent?
Yeah, so I think it's definitely a competitive space. Things like cloud, everybody wants to hire those engineers, etc. I think there's two things that you can do to differentiate yourself within your advertisement strategy. I mean, one of them is to make sure you have all of your jobs posted. So you don't just put one or two of your engineering jobs on Dice. I would think you need to put all of your openings. And if you have two or three of the same job title, differentiate the first couple of sentences with what makes that unique. Maybe do a slight edit to the job title, but make sure all of your postings are on there so that you can have the inventory for the seekers to find. And then I think the other dynamic that's important is make sure you're very authentic and transparent. So don't put up that you want a rock star Java engineer if all you really need is an entry level Hadoop programmer. If that's what you need, put that up and don't fool the audience by putting something funny up.
That was a real strong complaint I was hearing from job seekers, is that if you did a search on, quote, entry-level position and then you read the description of it, it was not an entry-level position. So you're upfront. If it's an entry-level position, it's an entry-level position.
Yes, exactly right. So one of the things that we coach our hiring managers to do when they're writing their job descriptions is to put down exactly what the person will do and exactly what they need from the person. Don't try to overcast. In other words, don't try to put out a job that is too senior for what you're really going to hire for at the end of the day. If you have a job that pays $140,000, then go ahead and put those requirements up. But if you can only afford an $80,000 engineer for your department, then make sure you put 3 years of Java with a plus of 1 year of Hadoop, or something that's actually more reasonable and something that's actually more legit for what you're actually going to hire for.
Awesome. Jeremy, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much.